All right, guys, welcome back to the Lucky Pierres. Tonight we got another top 5 for you. It is our what? What are you doing?
I didn't say anything.
I'm playing. It is our top five
No.
most polarizing directors. All right, guys, polarizing directors. What do we mean by polarizing? We mean some people love their movies, some people hate them. They're very stylish.
Divisive.
Divisive, yes.
I have a reaction when their name is mentioned. Like,
Yes.
Be like, okay, that's crap, or
So, if you guys don't mind, I'll start off with the first one. We'll say Terrence Malick. Because Terrence Malick is known for making just beautiful looking movies. But the plot is sometimes...
Don't make a lick of sense.
Yeah, the plot is sometimes just either watered down
Convoluted.
or lost. He just gets lost in the plot, is what people say. And, and he's even known to cut people out of his movies that were supposed to be the lead.
which honestly is hilarious.
Hilarious. And if you haven't seen that interview with, who is it, Christopher Plummer, like, they have, like, an actors roundtable. They're talking about Malick and Christopher. They talk about how Adrian Brody was supposed to be the lead in The Thin Red Line, and then shooting it, they shot it, and then he was barely in the movie at all, or not even in it.
That honestly turns into like a support meeting for like what he did to them.
Yeah, support group.
Then Clooney chimes in like, yeah, he cut me out of a movie too.
He's like, I was happy about it. And then they're talking about The New World, because he did The New World, and Plummer said he was given this amazing emotional performance, and he said
It was just turned into background
noise. It was like, he just does some crazy stuff in the editing room, and then he Plummer also tells a story of Colin Farrell telling him, he's like, don't worry about any of that. We're just going to be a couple of frickin' ospreys.
Yeah.
Which is great. But Terrence Malick, definitely, if you haven't seen any of his movies, check them out. They're just beautiful to look at. But if you're looking for actual, like...
Yeah, just put on a screensaver and be like, hey, this is cool. It's a good Malick movie.
If you're looking for like an engaging plot, it's not really, or suspense, it's not really, he doesn't really do that. So that's why he's polarizing. But what do you guys think?
Mine was Shyamalan.
Shyamalan, yes, he
He's
is.
supposedly like the twisty guy.
Twisty pants.
That's
Yeah,
what
twisty
a lot of
pants,
people call him, is the twist guy.
Just because The Sixth Sense was like put him on the map. And that was like the craziest twist and like one of the craziest in like movie history.
Yeah.
And then
it
he
shocked
did,
everybody.
And then he did The Village, which was also a twist at the end.
And it
which
infuriated a lot of people, including myself.
Yep. And what else has a twist? Does Unbreakable have a twist or no?
I think they all do.
Yeah,
Everyone.
in some form or another.
Did Signs have a twist of some sort?
The water. The cups of
Yeah.
water.
The kid
The
that
water.
had asthma and couldn't suck in like the poison, so that was kind of twisty.
Yep.
Swing Away Meryl and the chick's dying. I mean, but he's made some great movies.
He really has.
Like I think everyone would say, well, maybe not Shaw, but
What?
Signs is great.
I don't have a problem with Signs.
Sixth Sense is great.
I don't have a problem with Sixth
Unbreakable.
Sense.
Yeah, but saying I don't have a problem with is not saying it's a great movie. It's just like I accept it as it's fine.
Yeah, Unbreakable, Split, Glass. What else did he do?
Old.
I personally like him because he takes chances in movies. Like he just swings, and if it's a miss, you're just like, well, that was awful. And if it's great,
The Happening?
I mean, The Happening can be seen as like a troll job almost, like the way how bad it was.
That movie's trash.
But The Visit is great.
I love The
The
Visit.
Right.
Yahtzee is great.
Love The
A lot of
Visit.
people
What?
hate that though. The Yahtzee part is great. Which
Oh,
just
yeah.
launches food
Yeah,
everyone.
dumb people.
I mean, I agree.
Honestly, I'm on the fence with Shyamalan. I like some of his movies. Like Signs is probably my favorite he's done, and then I don't care for some of them. Like Old, I didn't care for Old. Knock at the Cabin, I didn't really
No,
care for.
I did not like that at
Yeah,
all.
so,
Knock at the Cabin.
I mean,
It was alright.
so yeah, I could see why he's polarizing. He's like,
But there's times where like you're like, this is like incredible writing and directing, and times you're like, did a 2-year-old do this? Like,
Yeah.
how is this he made on a movie?
seriously, he seems inconsistent. He seems very inconsistent.
Consistently inconsistent.
Yeah, he's polarizing for sure. People just think him as the twist guy. But yeah, what do you think, Shaw?
David Lynch is a big one.
Yeah, 100%. We just reviewed Eraserhead, and that's a very
yeah.
polarizing movie.
And then just, his style. Some people eat it up, and some people hate it and think it's garbage.
I
Yeah.
want to just talk to somebody who eats it up and be like, explain, like what? Why do you eat it up?
What did it?
I mean,
How did you relate?
I
I'm
think,
not on that boat, but like some of it I do like a lot.
yeah, I know I'm liking it, but some people say like it's a masterpiece. I want to sit them down and be like, Tell me, what is a masterpiece?
How so? Like,
Are you just
how,
saying this for just clout? To be
Well,
like,
I mean,
be
even
different?
David Lynch
To seem
sometimes will be like, I
sophisticated.
don't know what happened.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
They're like,
Yeah.
what happened in that? And he's like, yeah, I don't know. It just is what it is.
There's a famous interview where it's like on a panel or a stage or whatever, and it's like in front of an audience, and the guy is like, what I think of this movie or whatever is, and then he's like, tells him for like 45 seconds, and then he's like, am I onto something with that? And David Lynch pauses, and he's like, no. Just flat out, no.
That needs to happen more often.
Yeah.
Put people in their place.
It's so funny, man. But David Lynch for sure. What else has he directed? Tell us. Did you say?
Mulholland Drive,
Yep.
Lost Highway,
Yep.
Twin Peaks, the show,
Elephant Man.
Elephant Man,
Which is
Blue Velvet.
Yep, which is like you said, Elephant Man is probably his most accessible. It's
Yeah, because it's like a biopic. It is weird.
he
but
had to stick to a truth,
Yeah, a
you know, a
story.
reality,
Crazy truth,
a
but yeah.
crazy reality.
You think that or Eraserhead is most well known?
Not well known. I said
Oh.
accessible,
like
but
accessible and highly regarded. Like,
Well known might be Eraserhead.
Or Twin Peaks?
Yeah, that's
Twin
one of the
Peaks,
series.
yeah.
But yeah,
well, there's movies involved in the series.
All
Like,
right,
there's Twin
Fire
Peaks,
Walk with Me.
Fire Walk with Me.
yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that too. But I never saw the show before, so I was just like,
Yeah,
you're
what is
lost.
going on? Yeah.
I remember Joe said this makes no sense, and he's never watched the show, so it
Yeah,
makes
there's-
sense.
There's
That was bad on my part.
seasons of the show, and then since then they've done the new seasons that were on like Showtime.
Never seen any of it.
But yeah, David Lynch. We can all agree on that. Who else are we saying? Because we came up with 5. I forgot the other 2.
Wes Anderson,
Ah, yes, Wes Anderson.
because just the mention of him makes Joe angry.
So
Makes me sick to my stomach. Man.
sick to my stomach. What is it that you hate about Wes Anderson?
I just picture him on set, just telling people like, "There's a storyboard over there. Just go stand in a window and we'll film it and be kooky." That's that picture of his like direct,
kooky!
That's his directing style.
Be kooky!
Just be a hipster.
Yeah.
Be
That's-
kooky.
David just says dry and kooky humor. Go.
That is
Stop it.
something that does bother me about Wes Anderson's. Not so much his
Him,
movies,
but the people that like
the
it.
people that like him are just the worst. And the ones I've met are just like very hipstery and just like not my peoples, you know.
I hear you. Yeah.
But what I've watched of his movies, I think I've only seen 2 or 3. I've seen Moonrise Kingdom, and I've seen, what the hell was the other one? Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. Both of them are okay.
People do over love Life Aquatic.
Yeah.
Both of them are okay.
It is crazy.
I don't think I've personally seen his
He
best
has
work.
great people in his movies.
Oh,
Tons
the
of great
casts are
people.
insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's what makes me think like
The cast
this is
for
gonna be good.
Asteroid City, if you look at that cast, it's one of the most impressive casts I've ever seen in my life. Looking at it on paper, it's like insane.
Just names, but none of them are doing anything spectacular. They're all just reading lines that are like kooky. Is the best way I can put it. It's like
Schwartzman's my dog.
Sportsman is cool.
I'm going to be honest, I haven't seen enough of his work to
Have
judge.
you seen one of his movies?
Huh?
You've seen them then.
You're right. I haven't seen Fantastic Mr. Fox, which I plan on watching soon, and The Isle of Dogs, which I plan on watching soon, and his most highly regarded Grand Budapest Hotel. I have not seen that either.
I mean, Joe's pretty right. If you've seen 1 or 2 of them, you've seen almost all of them.
Yeah,
Like it's
he's
It's all
got
the
a
same beats. It seems like.
He's got a very specific style, and that's why he's polarizing. And some people don't like the style, and some people love it.
yeah.
If I ever saw one in theater and I heard people laughing out loud, I'd probably just go up and punch them and then leave the theater.
You don't think they're that funny?
Just be like, slap them. No. You're wrong.
You're wrong. That's great. I love that. But I'm trying to get it more into his stuff, if I'm being honest.
Why?
I had a disdain, and then I feel like I was too harsh at first, and now maybe I need to give it a chance. So I'm giving it a chance.
Okay.
Slowly.
Like just like in name, or you actually watch stuff?
No, I've watched 2 of them. I need to watch more, but yeah, I've only watched 2 of them. But who else are we going with? Last on the list, we'll say.
Darren Aronofsky.
Yes.
I like it.
Who's made The Wrestler, which is a great
Wrestler,
movie. Love
but-
it.
Requiem, baby.
Requiem for a Dream.
Dream's great. Black Swan.
Black Swan. Mother.
Good.
Noah,
Mother's great.
Noah.
which is odd.
The Whale.
The Whale, right. Pie. Never seen Pie.
Pie.
Yeah.
Pie is sick. You can borrow my. I have like the crazy
if you were gonna say
4K
you could
pie
borrow
that
my
just came
pie
out.
is crazy, but
Pie, like I just got the 4K like
Oh,
one that
nice.
came out.
You got
Yeah.
that Requiem like pie combo or just pie?
No,
'Cause they had like
like
a combo one, I think.
Pie just got put out by A24 on 4K.
Oh, nice.
what do you
And I have
guys
that.
think is it that makes Aronofsky polarizing?
I don't. I mean, it's Requiem for a Dream in itself is polarizing because I know like people swear by that movie, and then other people like have disdain for that movie.
Yeah.
But like, he's
Causes a reaction, that's for sure.
he's yeah he
His movies cause a reaction.
storytelling is bizarre, usually more negative than positive.
They really are. Mother,
Very
Requiem.
yeah, just dark.
Even the whale.
Yeah,
the
I think,
whale
like-
definitely.
disturbing is like,
But like
you're gonna feel a little bit unsettled after watching some of his stuff.
Like-
Like Mother Requiem, after
Yeah.
you're like,
Definitely.
oh man.
me and
Even the whale was a little like
Yeah.
depressing kind
Chris
of.
and I saw Mother in theaters.
Yeah,
And it was like only us and like old ladies in the back of the theater behind
This
us,
story, yeah,
and that was it, all in the theater.
yeah.
And then when we left, they were waiting outside the door, and cornered us. It was three
Cornered
old
us is
ladies,
wild.
like they were literally waiting in a line. So when we walked in and out of the theater, we couldn't not walk straight into them. And they
push
were
you
like,
against the
"Hey,"
wall.
well, they were like, "Hey, is that what you expected?" And it was just three little old ladies, and I was like, "Yeah, pretty much exactly what I expected." And they're like, "Why would you say that?" And I go, because we've seen his other movies and we like them. And like the old lady's like, "We saw Black Swan. We loved that." And I was like, I just was like dumbfounded. I go, "I don't think you really watched it because that movie is fucking bizarre.
It's wild.
She's turning into a swan."
I'm gonna be honest. I might be like one of the only people who's never seen that. I've never seen Black Swan.
Like it's a dark, bizarre movie. She's like
I like that movie a lot.
a bulimic dancer turning into a black swan.
Going crazy.
Interesting.
Yeah,
So
which
is it
well,
like a prequel to
honestly-
Cuckoo? Or what is it?
she's not. Is she really turning into swan, or they just kind of leave it like you don't know? Like you don't know if she's crazy or
No,
if
she's
it's
just
really
crazy,
happening.
I think.
Yeah, but so these old ladies were like, they thought that was beautiful, and I was like, I don't think you really watched it, but
Maybe they're
okay.
just leses and they enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Maybe
it was
they
just-
just seen what they wanted to see, and then
Yeah, and
then
then-
after that, once it got crazy, they're like, yeah,
But yeah, so
we're good there.
it was just bizarre.
I thought it was beautiful as well. While I was alone
What is
by
your
myself.
guys' favorite Aronofsky movie? Would it be Requiem,
Requiem,
for you?
yeah.
Yeah, you love Requiem.
I-
That is a good movie.
Yeah, I used to love Requiem for a Dream, but I loved Mother when it came out. I saw it
I
multiple
like The
times in
Wrestler.
theaters.
The Wrestler's my favorite of his. But yeah, he's a good director, man. I like him.
Is he working on anything?
Oh, wait a second. He made
He
The
is.
Fountain, too. The Fountain
Yeah,
was good.
he
Any honorable mention? Let's do one honorable mention. Who do you guys think for honorable mention? Just one. Just one. Just pick one.
I mean, I had one, but like Joe's fear is that he's not well enough known.
Who's
Who's
that?
Yorgos?
Oh, Yorgos.
No, I said it about
the Korean guy.
no.
Well, yeah. You said if they've seen Yorgos's movies, like
Yeah.
it could be
Yeah. I agree with that one.
divisive. But
Yorgos is popping now because
Yeah.
Poor Things, right? That was huge.
Poor
He's
Things
pumped out a
and
couple.
Kinds of Kindness.
Yeah, so he's big now,
But yeah, people, if they dive deeper into his catalog, are gonna be dumbfounded. It's bizarre.
he's one of the guys that I, from what I've seen, I don't really care for. I mean, Dogtooth, I didn't really care for.
I like Dogtooth.
I rewatched it recently, and I do not like it as much as I remember liking it when I saw it when I was younger. But I don't dislike it.
Yeah,
I liked it a decent amount. It
didn't-
was like very memorable. Like it's burned in your head some of the stuff.
Well,
like
and
the
it's
dancing
real.
part,
Like
you're
the sex and stuff is real. It's
Yeah.
not simulated.
it's
Crazy.
wild.
But Killing of a Sacred Deer, I fucking loved.
That is a good movie,
That was like
yes.
his crossover into like American cinema.
Yeah. And then he.
But
made Poor
I love
Things
that. I
and
love the-
Kinds of Kindness.
Weird,
Lobster,
like
did he make
dry.
that?
Yeah, I like the weird, dry, like emotionalist delivery that he gets like the actors to deliver everything with.
Yeah, the one kid is good in that.
Barry
Hogan.
Hogan or whatever. Yeah,
And then
Hogan's
Colin
really
Farrell's
good.
good in that too. I mean, and what's her name? Nicole Kidman, right?
that's a tough ask for Joe. He hates Colin Farrell.
Right.
I can't give him
That's
too
the second Colin Farrell mention in this video. That's crazy.
It's a shame.
Because we're talking about the mallet thing. But yeah, so Yorgos, we'll say him as an honorable mention. But those are some.
Greeks are fucking weird, man.
We'll leave on that. That's our polarizing directors. If you guys think any are polarizing, leave them in the comments. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you pretty soon. Pretty soon.